An Orange County, New York couple made an incredible prehistoric find in their own backyard.
The husband was mowing the lawn in the backyard, and under the sedge were two teeth, and they were just out there like he thought they were baseballs. And he picked them up, and he thought they were fossils, and was confirmed that they are mastodon teeth that he found. We went down because the homeowners had noticed too that there were what looked like other teeth poking out of the topsoil of the ground, and kind of looked at the site and was like, yep, there's another tooth there. We came back, I think a week later, and started to do the excavation to get the entire jaw out. The jaw was in 3 pieces.
Mastodons, who are related to elephants, roamed North America thousands of years ago. They are now extinct. This discovery is about 13,000 years old.
Typically, the finds like this are many feet under the ground, 5-6 feet under the ground. It was great because we found it in the topsoil, but because it was in the topsoil, it went through 13,000 years of freeze-thaw cycles. This is the tooth, one of the teeth. Here's one of the tooth roots. And you can see there's all these little bits and pieces that are broken. Right now, a 3-dimensional puzzle. This is the piece of toe that I had mentioned that we had found also with it. And then we also found this piece, which is a part of the rib. And I pulled out another rib piece. And so this piece of rib is analogous to that right there. So that tells me that there's more of the mastodon. There's probably more of the mastodon still in the ground.
The homeowners had never found something like this before.
But one of the cute stories is their land opens up to a wetland. And the husband had apparently always told his wife, I bet you there's a mastodon here. I bet you there's fossils under the ground. I bet you. And it's amazing that they actually did find fossils there.
Now the pieces will be cleaned up and displayed.
So that's going to take many, many, many months. It's in pieces. And part of the conservation process is to glue those pieces back together. We have to remove all of the dirt. We have to preserve and put like an archival glue on the bones, and just to make it live for the museum. And it's just a slow process to get the dirt out, but hopefully at some point it'll look something more like this.
Dr. Feranec says the findings give insight into both the past and the future.
What's amazing is 13,000 years ago, which is the end of the Ice Age period, that really, geologically speaking, isn't that long ago. People were around when this animal was around in New York State. And it gives us a snapshot of what the state was like. And we can use these fossils to address really important questions like, how are animals affected by climate change? If your habitat is changing, are these animals following their habitats? Or are they just staying still and kind of dealing with it? It does look like these animals, as it warms up from the glacial period to today, that these animals are following their preferred habitats, which is a model that we can utilize to understand current global warming.
Because the pieces are so important, the New York State Museum is grateful to the homeowners for sharing this incredible find.
They knew that it would be better for somebody that is an expert in the field to do the excavations and get it out of the ground and get the data that they needed so that we can do our studies. And that's amazing to me, is that they recognized not only that it was cool and that it was important, but that there was a scientific value to it. And that is really special.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindle.